Hey guys, Rowdy Retro Viewer here again. Guys, I've been thinking. Ever since I made my Scooby-Doo, ever since I showed you guys my Scooby-Doo Team-Up comic book 6 days ago, I've been thinking, should this comic book series be revived? And the answer is, well, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I've always enjoyed this comic book series for a while now, since I guess either 2016 or something. I don't know, it probably depends. So yeah. It's like what this is because I know that some of you might be aware of the Scooby-Doo Team-Up, but just in case you guys didn't see my video about it. In this comic book series, we get to see Mystery Inc. solve different mysteries and team up with different Hanna-Barbera characters and DC characters. Rather it's Batman and Robin, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, The Flash, Hong Kong Phooey, Frankenstein Jr. and the Impossibles, Dastardly and Muttley, Top Cat, and many more. So why didn't we get on? This is kind of like sort of like a modern retelling of the new Scooby-Doo movies or something, depending on how you look at it. And this was before Scooby-Doo and Guess Who existed. But I think having this comic book series be revived should be something interesting to be looking forward to. I mean, I know that technically the Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries comic book series should technically count as like a revival series of Scooby-Doo Team-Up, which you guys might have a good point. But in my opinion, we could just have like a new revival of this comic book series. I mean, not only that they can include some DC and Hanna-Barbera characters, some we've known about, but some we never heard that have been featured on this. Like, you can have Mystery Inc. team up with Static Shock, Kid Flash in the DC universe, or have them team up with other Hanna-Barbera characters like Grape Ape, Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels, the Hairbell Bunch, and if Scooby-Doo Team-Up can get a revival series at some point in the near future, maybe they can even include some Cartoon Network characters in the comic book series. Kind of like the Powerpuff Girls, for example, or maybe even Samurai Jack. Now, or even have them, or maybe if Scooby-Doo Team-Up got a revival series, they can even include the Looney Tunes in that comic book series. Or Animaniacs. Or even better yet, probably The Mask, mainly its animated counterpart, which was actually based on the live-action movie starring Jim Carrey. Now I know that it might be a little bit impossible to have Scooby-Doo Team-Up get a revival series, considering the fact that the Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries still technically counts as a modern adaptation, or maybe you know what? I think the Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries was probably meant to be in its own comic book series. But I'm just saying, you can still revive. I mean, DC Comics can revive Scooby-Doo Team-Up, and not only they can have Scooby and the gang team up with some of the other DC and Hanna-Barbera characters again, like Frankenstein Jr. and the Impossibles, Top Cat, Dynamite, Blue Falcon, Aquaman, and Plastic Man. But they could still have Scooby in the game team up with characters outside of DC and Hanna-Barbera. Like, they could still have Scooby in the game team up with different Cartoon Network characters. Some of them could be like sequel adventures, like the time Mystery Inc. met Johnny Bravo, called Bravo Dooby-Doo, or they could probably team up with Courage the Cowardly Dog again. Now I know it might be a little bit redundant, but it might as well. It can still happen, you know? And, you know, it's probably not that hard, considering how the Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries comic book series got revived twice in a row. Yeah, apparently that comic book series is so popular that they rebooted it the second time and the third time in a row. Didn't think that the Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries was that popular. But other than that, I still hope that one day we might get like a Scooby-Doo Team-Up revival series. Maybe they could call it Scooby-Doo Team-Up again, or something like that. I mean, just imagine how funny it would be if we saw Scooby in the game team up with because I think not only that they could team up with other DC and Hanna-Barbera characters, like the Wonder Twins, Static Shock, Captain Caveman, the Teen Angels, Huckleberry Hound, Snagglepuss, Squilly Diddly, and the Herculoids. But just imagine how cool it would be if we saw Mystery Inc. team up with, oh boy, I don't know, maybe Conan Kids Next Door, or maybe Juniper Lee. But I think having Mystery Inc., I think having the Looney Tunes appear in Scooby-Doo Team-Up might be the most funniest thing in the world to witness, considering how Warner Brothers already owns the rights to Looney Tunes and Scooby-Doo. And to be fair, it's like I said in my Looney Tunes Scooby-Doo crossover video. We saw the Looney Tunes do a Scooby-Doo parody for these Looney Tunes Acme Fools YouTube shorts. We saw Shaggy, Scooby-Doo, and Matthew Lillard appear in Looney Tunes Back in Action as cameos. And Mystery Inc. in the Scoob design even appeared in Space Jam 2: A New Legacy. Which I know I already mentioned that several times in my other videos, but still. But who knows? Maybe one day we might see like a perfect revival of the Scooby-Doo Team-Up comic book series. And look, I know I probably mentioned this before in my Scooby-Doo Team-Up's comic book series video before, 6 days ago. But it doesn't hurt to bring it up again, considering how it's still one of my favorite comics ever. I mean, sure, Future Quest is an alright comic book series, which is kind of like an action revival series to all the other Hanna-Barbera superhero shows. And I know that the Scooby-Doo and Batman Mysteries comic book series is still happening right now. But it's never too late to try. You know? And maybe if DC Comics is listening to this, I hope they're getting some ideas on what I'm saying. Because it will be pretty cool to have this comic book series be revived again. I mean, I'm not sure if DC Comics is watching this video right now. I mean, I'm sure they are, and they might be getting some ideas on how to revive the comic book series. And probably probably think of other ways for Mystery Inc. to team up with other fictional characters in the Warner Brothers library. Oh wait, I just realized. Since I did talk about how it would be possible for Scooby-Doo and Beetlejuice to cross over, they should include Beetlejuice and Scooby-Doo Team-Up. Or maybe even Harry Potter, for example. I mean, it makes sense when you think about it. Or even The Mask, which I know I already said that before in this video, but just imagine how cool it would have been if we saw Mystery Inc. team up with Beetlejuice or Harry Potter and Scooby-Doo Team-Up. Or and maybe better yet, maybe we could see Mystery Inc. team up with Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, or something, which would be even more hilarious to witness. Okay, maybe I'm just overthinking with the ideas a bit in this video. And getting off topic about Scooby-Doo Team-Up being revived, but I can't help it. I had to think of this idea. So yeah. So I guess having Ace Ventura, The Mask, Harry Potter, and or Beetlejuice show up in Scooby-Doo Team-Up, if it gets revived at some point. Now, I have no idea if The Matrix... I'm not sure if crossover between The Matrix and Scooby-Doo will happen. Even if it might become like part of the Scooby-Doo Team-Up revival series, it will be tricky to pull off. But you know what? It probably doesn't matter anyway. Anything can happen. It's funny how I just thought of some other ideas for how Scooby could team up with other fictional characters. Whether it could be in Scooby-Doo Team-Up. I hope DC Comics is watching this and getting some neat ideas. Oh boy. Me and my incredible ideas. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this. And I hope DC Comics is stumbling across this video and getting some ideas on how this comic book series should be revived and have them team up with a lot of other fictional characters in the Warner Brothers library, like Harry Potter, Snagglepuss, Captain Caveman, Looney Tunes, Static Shock, and more. And yes, DC Comics, if you want to revive Scooby-Doo Team-Up, you are allowed to also bring back some of the other DC and Hanna-Barbera characters that Mystery Inc. met. Or you know what? Maybe you can also include Tom and Jerry in Scooby-Doo Team-Up at some point. Just saying. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. And I hope, and I really hope, that Scooby-Doo Team-Up does get a revival comic in the future. I hope.